There's going to be in a couple of hours, they're going to announce war. And when that happens, the borders are closed and I can't get out. So I was checking all the airports, and all other countries, even they shut down all the airports, because when there is a speculation of war, there's no commercial flight coming in or out, obviously. But there was one airport open. I was like, okay, that's good enough. I want to get there so that I can get out. So I went to the airport. I really rushed into it. It was midnight. I didn't even say, goodbye to my parents. And then I did say goodbye to my mom. I didn't say goodbye to my dad. He was sleeping. And then I got to the plane and I checked the news, and I was shocked to the core because the previous flight going from the same airport, same direction, was shut down by 2 missiles, and 176 people unfortunately died right on the spot. It's an awful catastrophe, but I was
This was a commercial flight.
It was a commercial flight. Yeah, a commercial flight was shut down. I was like, damn, shoot. Like, I'm in the next seat. I don't know what is it. Maybe the war is a starter, whatever it is. Like, is it really safe to go? If I don't go, I'm probably going to get drafted. If I can take chances and go, because there were a couple of other flights that actually made it through, but some didn't. And it was like, holy crap, maybe this is really my last 5-10 minutes of my life. And if that's the case, what am I going to do with it? And I remember I was like, don't panic. It could be the last 10 minutes. What are you going to do? And I looked at my phone. The phone actually had 8% battery charge. I really remember that picture.
Your emotion was heightened. You remembered exactly how many percent.
100%. It's like when everything is like a slow motion, because I was like, I need to do something. So I was okay, I need to let my wife know. Because back then I was handling all the financials and everything. So I was like, I'm going to schedule an email for 2 weeks, because she would be stressed out. If I just send an email like that, she will freak out. So I was like, I'm going to schedule an email for 2 weeks. So if something happens, she still receives the email, but, the tensions are a little lower. And then I was like, honey, I love you, but I don't have enough battery charge. So here is our username and password to the bank. Here's our, access to the digital wallet. This is how you get access to 401k and all of that. And I scheduled the email, and, the reception was bad and the battery charge wasn't there, but I managed to do it. And then I was like, okay, so I did that. And then I started thinking, I was like, holy crap, like I've been living for, 35 years or something. And this is all I'm leaving behind. It's really like 5-6 months of living expenses. That's it. I didn't leave anything behind. And it's insane to me that I never noticed that I didn't take a chance to do anything special with my life. And then I remember back then I knew that I wanted to have a box, a site as a box, which is a different entity than me, that even if I'm not around, that box will generate income. Because I realized, and I was so upset with myself that I never saw this, is that I always had this assumption that the worst case scenario is me being laid off. But worst case scenario is that me not being there to have any time to trade in for an income with an employer. And that is the real cost of employment, is that you're losing up your prime time and you're not building your box, you're making another person's box bigger. And this is like a golden handcuff that you just don't notice it until it's too late. And I was like, holy crap, how did I not see the true cost of this? And I remember I told myself, if I get through this, I'm going to change it. So obviously we were able to, get through this. And when I got out of that plane, I was a different person.